Dear ones, we are here to tell you that all is well. Many of you are going through your own dark night of the soul, so to speak. Be kind to yourselves, know that the end is in sight. You are clearing the last vestiges of trauma from this and other past lives. This inevitably means that it may be an uncomfortable time for you, physically or mentally. Those of you who are reading and listening to this are the way showers and have come here specifically for this time. You may feel that you are at the end of your tether, so to speak. But have no fear that you are all well. Now, you are all clearing a lot, but you will be the ones helping others when you have to do what you are doing at this time. It may seem to you that, in your own families, groups of friends and other environments, you are the only ones who are feeling and experiencing the current process, but this is no accident. You are the brave ones. You are the ones who volunteered to be at the forefront of this ascension into the fifth dimension. Dear ones, no one told you that it would be easy, and you knew that some would fall by the wayside. Yet you are the ones who have made it through. Dear ones, you, in fact, are the ones who are here to save the world. Therefore, you do not need anyone else to do this work that you are doing. You are doing this as we speak. You are sovereign beings in your own right. You are sending this beautiful love and light to everything around you by simply being yourselves. This is your time to sit down and do this, to just be you. We have always told you that the most important work you can do is to work on yourself. This is not selfishness. It is the supreme form of being, for you can never heal anyone unless you heal yourself first. You are the only ones who know yourselves very well. So you are the only ones who will be able to heal yourselves. Others can help with this work, but in the end you will be the sovereign beings who know all and who can heal all. Dear ones, if at this time you are going through problems and trauma, always go within to connect with your own higher self. Of course we can help you, guide you and advise you. But in the end, your answers will always come from within. So the more you can meditate and go within yourself, the more you can trust your own intuition and good advice. As always, we are watching you in awe and from afar. Just know that the earth has been saved, and as you ascend, the dark entities are leaving. They will not be able to ascend with you. Also, do not fear for your families and friends, for they will follow you. Fear for absolutely nothing, for you are the light that is clarifying all through the power of your thoughts. In this now you are imbued with so much light now, you do not even know how powerful you are. You must remember how powerful you all are. You must also know that you too can neutralize and throw anything through the power of your light. Dear ones, keep your thoughts pure, for you are now manifesting at a faster and faster rate. What you are thinking one moment changes the next. You can have everything you desire for Earth and for yourselves. Clear your thoughts of the past and manifest the future you so desire. Dear ones, we are so proud of what you are doing as you clear your thoughts. When negative thoughts come to you, but they will know that they are only there for you to heal your past. Simply acknowledge them and then let them go. This is how you will be better able to anchor the positive thoughts of your future. Know that you are now in a new time. Therefore, what you have believed in the past will completely change at this time. This is why we are telling you to let go of the negative and sad thoughts of darkness about your health, lack of abundance, or lack of a perfect relationship, and so much more. Look at the darkness around you with your heart. Then bless it and transform it with your inner light and positive thoughts into abundance and well-being. As you have been told many times before, accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative from your life. Every day you can do this powerful work for your future and that of all others. Dear ones, we thank you for your hard work, and we rejoice that the new
Greetings. We Pleiadians are a very advanced ET race. We exist in the higher dimensions above this 3D plane. Greetings. We Pleiadians are a very advanced ET race. We exist in the higher dimensions above this 3D plane. If you are energetically aligned, you will relate to our teachings and understand your world. We are master storytellers. Our messages include light codes with triggers that help awaken, at the right time, beings of a lower resonance. There is a great cosmic drama unfolding now that is about to come to an end. Now, humanity is discovering that it has been controlled and deceived, along with the Earth, by a group of dark beings who have covered up lifetime after lifetime, to the full power of human energy. In order to harvest, collect and redirect these frequencies for their use. These dark beings knew that when humanity became aware of what has been happening, they would become very angry and revolt. This moment would be the end of a game that many humans are still participating in at this time. At this point, unconscious humans are still very much asleep and far away from what is really happening in the current ascension process. It is really irrelevant for them to be concerned about their ascension, but you can do nothing to help them. Until they are ready in themselves to stop hurting themselves and suffering through fear, there is no immediate solution for them. So at this time it is advisable that you concentrate on your own progression. We Pleiadians are certainly concerned about them. That is why we are transmuting tons of lower vibrational energies on their behalf. But, as we always say, all are on their individual path and all face their own consequences. The ascension event will come to humans very quickly and abruptly. We Pleiadians know that most are not prepared for it, so we are trying to make this transition as painless as possible. We are removing huge amounts of very dense energy, so that you have a better opportunity to make this ascension. Ultimately, everyone is here to make this ascension. On Earth and on the higher planes, many things are happening behind the scenes for as many humans as possible to make this transition. Since about 6 months ago, incredible amounts of high-frequency gamma light photons are penetrating the Earth. We Pleiadians have agreed to withhold certain information about extraterrestrial spacecraft, because we know that a vast majority of humanity is not yet ready for such an overwhelming revelation of this type. In this universe, there are 12-dimensional boundaries. Bodies have 12 primary strands of DNA that function like nanometer-sized fiber optic cables. They also have 12 chakras that are multidimensional portals that allow Akashic light data to enter and exit the body. This data is stored in your cellular memory. This information alone tells you how incredibly powerful you really are. Eons ago, 10 of the DNA strands were deactivated by the Dark Ones, but now they are being reactivated, which is allowing the game changer. At this time, most of the star seeds on this planet have 4 to 5 strands of their DNA activated. The old 3D Earth matrix is a low vibrational state of consciousness. The new 5D matrix is a faster vibrating state of consciousness. The 5th dimension is heaven. It is the blissful state of gamma consciousness. While prayer is a way of asking for something that allows you to match this vibration, always remember that everyone within you is your highest self. Therefore, there is nothing, and no one, that is higher than yourself, meaning that you do not need to pray to an outside source to ask for what you need, ultimately. To match your individual vibrations, to attract and manifest your desires. The Pleiadians, via author unknown.
Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are happy to make contact with all of you. Significantly, we find ourselves increasingly involved in a movement among all other beings in this galaxy to put Earth on the fast track to full and open contact for a mass landing of ships. We know that many human beings are not ready for this experience, but we also know that they can and will change their minds after a time, after the shock and fear have passed. We also know that the best candidates for first contact with humanity will be the extraterrestrial beings who look very much like you, as there are many of them, the EDS who want to land, want to share and help in what is happening on Earth at this time. They have spiritual masters all over the world, most of which do not get much attention from people. But if extraterrestrials were to descend with their spaceships, to be your spiritual masters, we know that humans would pay attention. We also know that the extraterrestrials in question would appeal to your minds and your logical senses, since of course, you will want to use your discernment to determine whether or not you have their best interests at heart. We know that eventually all of this will happen. We can also see that it is better that it happens sooner rather than later. Most people do not know what to think, what to believe, who to trust, and we are talking about all kinds of people in your world, those who have been leaders of humanity in the past, but who now have doubts in the strength of their motivations, because, at a very fast pace, people are losing faith in what they once believed in. They need to rise up and fill that void. That is why we always tell them and encourage them to be the leaders and teachers of humanity. But as we said before, one of the reasons we know we will receive so much attention from humanity is that we come from another star system and another dimension. We know that people will pay more attention to us because of that, and most people who welcome us will benefit from what we will offer. Those of you who have opened up to us are receiving more than just information and predictions about what could happen in the future. You receive the energetic transmission we send you, and it helps you to raise your consciousness. In the role you play, imagine that this process resembles that you are sitting in a stadium full of other humans who are listening to physical extraterrestrials, fourth-dimensional beings, offering their suggestions. Imagine the amount of energy that can be transmitted and absorbed during one of these meetings, where many things will happen simultaneously. That is why we advocate that the first open contact take place sooner rather than later, and this is because we have seen how well we have all been received on Earth. We know that many people are ready to receive the wisdom and knowledge of the physical extraterrestrials. The most important thing is that you will receive their high-frequency vibrations, and this is something that, at all times, you must pay close attention to. Concentrate on what is of high vibration and you will see that you are ready for your four-dimensional friends and beings. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you, through Daniel Scranton.
The dissemination and circulation of this message is highly recommended. However, remember to always use your discernment in relation to these texts. You have free will, please use it, and most importantly, listen to what your heart tells you, for it has the truth. Allow it to guide you in this time of irradiation on a larger scale. Of this news, energies carriers of joy,